Hey, what's up, my little TisaTellss? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, you are not reacting well to Kanye West outsmarting you and beating you in your own game. You guys, what's on the agenda today? One, y'all can say what y'all want. Kim is doing that weirdo Kardashian thing where she is trying to turn into Bianca. Two, baby, Kim is scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to everything Kanye set her up with Skims before Bianca came along. What am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about that new copycat campaign. But baby, not to be outdone, let's talk about Kanye. He took another trip to the police station. Baby, he is not playing with Kim. And Kim is just looking a little rough for the wear. Y'all, let's get into this. Where y'all want to start at first? Should we talk about Kim? You know what? Let's talk about the way Kim is trying to turn into Bianca's doppelganger. Let's go. Okay, first, let's start with Miss Bianca Sensory, or as Kanye likes to call her, sensory overload, right? Now, here's the thing, and let me just say this, right? Bianca, by the time anybody found out that Kanye and Bianca were married, she had shut her Instagram down. She had wiped everything clean. She obviously lives a very private life. Now, we know the girl loves a good party, but she lives a private life. And unlike Julia Fox and even Chaney Jones, as low-key as Chaney Jones was, she seems to shy away from the paparazzi. Now, I will just say this. I think we still are on pregnancy watch. The way he is being so protective and doesn't want any pictures, and the way she's shying away, it's just giving me the way he was when Kim was pregnant. Again, if Bianca pops up with a Skims two-piece, I will eat my words. But let me get to my point, right? So, this is Bianca that we know, and this is also Kim. Now, as much as people like to say that Kim and Bianca look alike, no, maybe they have the same, I don't see it. They have the same face shape maybe, but I really honestly don't see it. But one thing we do know about Bianca from the few pictures we've seen before she dyed her hair blonde, we saw like the PC layered, long bangs, all this other stuff. And I was like, because baby, look at this. This is Kim's new look that she's debuted. Now, there's been so many articles about how Kim's and Bianca could look alike, and Kim's trying to look like, Bianca's a Kim's look-alike, and Bianca's trying to look like Kim, but, who seems to be moving backwards? We know Kanye loves a good brunette. We also know he loves a good brunette and a fake bottle dye job. That's his thing. But honestly, you guys, look at these pictures and tell me Kim is not trying to turn into Bianca reincarnate. Now, just hear me out. I think they're actually doing that weird Kardashian thing that they always do, where they try to morph into the women their guys like. Chloe, you know, she's a girl in many faces. She's trying to morph into who, but it was always unsuccessful because, baby, ain't no way you morphing. You could be shapeshifter, head in charge. There's no way you are morphing into Jordan Craig. But look at Kim, right? She tries to morph into every single girl that caught Kanye's eye. Look at Kylie, the way she tried to morph into Young Street Row, Black China. The list goes on and on. I think the only person that doesn't try to morph into what their guy likes, and I mean like the other women like trying to copy their complete aesthetic, is probably Kendall and Courtney. But the fact that she is now trying to morph into the Bianca that Kanye fell in love with the wispy bangs, with the brown hair, you cannot tell me that's an accident. Speaking of what's not an accident, I think Kim's doing what every so here's the thing. You know how celebrities like steal people's, not image, but like style, because 1 million people watch them and maybe only 20,000 people have been keeping up with Bianca. So everybody's going to be like, oh my God, she's copying Kim. But baby, Kanye sees through this mess. At the end of the day, why is Kim even comparing? But let's actually get into the next thing. Y'all, did y'all see this Adidas mess? If y'all didn't know, Adidas, it seems like, is crawling back to Kanye because, baby, they cannot take losing 10% of their gross product at $1.3 billion in inventory. We laughed when Kanye was broke. It looked like Adidas was right behind them, right? But oddly enough, it looks like Kim is doing one final thing to show Adidas that, baby, she can bring in the money too. All up and down her feed was the Stella McCartney by Adidas, boring, and also the Jeremy Scott by Adidas. Why is she doing this? Because again, at the end of the day, I think Kim just doesn't want to see Kanye up and stuck. And it's like just a crazy thing. It's just crazy that you would be so invested, if this is what's going on, into making sure that somebody just couldn't breathe and didn't have any air and couldn't get any space. But again, like every true creative, you can't keep them down for long because another idea always comes. Speaking of ideas, did y'all see the new season of Skims? Now, if you're like me, you saw this whole campaign and you were thought like, oh my God, again with this mess. What am I talking about? Take a look at these pictures. The alien heads, Kim. And I said, baby, she is scraping the bottom of the bag of everything Kanye gave her in 2022. Why do you say that? Because even though she likes to be like, look, Hermione did this. That's the guy that did the dirtbag movie Spring Breakers. This is him. He's into the dirtbag aesthetic, right? And she was making a big deal that he was the one responsible for this new campaign. But do you know who's really responsible for this campaign? Take a look at the alien heads. Take a look at everything else. Does this look familiar? Hold on. What about now? Do you see what you're looking at? You are looking at season 9 Yeezy. That's right. The show that cost Kanye West 600, 800 million when he debuted it, the alien heads on top of. Now, mind you, these were hoods that looked very, very alien-like, but you guys, the influence is there. Now, last time Kim got dragged when she literally did a cut and paste of all Kanye's Yeezy ideas, but this time she was a little more subtle. But we have to see from season 9 of Yeezy, here's another great thing. The inspiration, at least in my mind, is undeniable. It's undeniable. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Now, just to post this with Kim, she didn't want to be dead on being like, well, we can't wear a hood because everyone's going to accuse me of copying Kanye again. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to act like we're going to just put alien heads on them because get it? Alien. And we'll bring in some big photographer and we'll brag about it because don't you know photographers that are for hire will do anything for money? Honestly, to me, the correlation is right there. And when you combine that with the fact that she is trying to morph into Bianca, literally to get Kanye's attention, cop up with the fact it looks like she is still trying to undercut him with Adidas. And to the point of Kanye finally wised up and he's skip and jumping himself into the police station to report harassment by the paparazzi, talking about, well, if it's a show you want, darling, I'll give you a show. Y'all, Kim looks like she literally is spiraling, scraping the bottom of the barrel, but more importantly, she want Kanye to return those calls. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, wow, word on the street is that Kanye said, Kim, you said I was stalking you. You said you can't get any peace. You said I was too toxic. Well, guess what? If you need to talk to me about anything personal, please honor my wife and go through her. Kim literally has her access cut off with Kanye. Everything down from his personal schedule, his business schedule, everything. Kim has no access to anymore. And she's doing everything she can to get Kanye's attention again. Baby. But can I just say this one thing? These bangs look great on Bianca. This is not the look for Kim. It looks a hot mess. Literally, I never thought I'd say it, but she should just go back to the dehydrated Momo because it's still a better look than her trying to cosplay Bianca. Y'all, do you think it's actually going to work? Do you think she's going to be able to catch Kanye's eye? Do you think he's going to return those calls? Why is she undercutting him with Adidas? Again, I know she keeps bragging about having that private equity firm. Have you guys invested anything? One thing we can agree, this has been a very, 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 very bad week for our resident Calabasas alien superstar, Kim Kardashian. I bet you right now she sure wished that she was still Mrs. West. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.